What's up, everyone? It's your girl Brain Shanae, and today I pretty much have like a simple video for you today. Sorry, that's my son trying to talk to me while I'm doing my video. Mothers out there that do booktube, you get what I go through on a regular basis and try to do videos when they try to take a nap, and when they just wake up, well, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. But anyways, so like I was saying, this is pretty much it's not a short video, but it's a simple video. There's no intro intended for this video. Today I'm going to be pretty much talking about Jason Reynolds. I went to one of his book events recently, this past week on Thursday, which I think was February the 21st. And he came to Columbus, Ohio, but he went to the Westerville Central High School. If you are from Columbus, you know where that is, or you know that area. And I was able to pretty much get like most of his speech, or of what he did that night and what he had talked about and spoke about that night, and acknowledged and brought certain topics up that may bring others to feel uncomfortable. But I really enjoyed it so much, and and it's crazy, I have not read any of his books yet. And so while I was at the book event, I went ahead and bought All American Boys, and this is of course by Jason Reynolds, and this is one of his books. This came out in 2015, so I went ahead and bought this, and here is the little flyer for the book event that night. And here is, it also in the back, it also says about Jason as well. And also, since it was a book event, I got his book signed, by the way. And it was just an amazing speech, amazing event. I loved it so much. I wanted to share it with you all. But I hope you enjoy this video. If it's long, I'm sorry, but it's well worth it. I promise you. He had a lot of great topics that he brought up, and he has such a great personality. I love him. I'm definitely going to be reading or getting all of his books and reading all of them. But also he brought up a fact about Marvel, and Marvel actually asked him to write about Miles Morales, Spider-Man, which I did not know about that. So that is, and it's crazy, since we had that and I went to that event, I was like, okay, Miles Morales, I have to get the pop and everything. So I got the Spider-Man Miles Morales game reverse pop right here as well. Just let me open him up for you so you can see what he looks like. But it was just amazing and an honor for Jason Reynolds to be able to have the opportunity to write a book with a black face as Spider-Man. And a lot of people were shocked, like, seriously, Spider-Man's black and all that. So it was just amazing. So here is Miles Morales right here, little bobblehead. This is what it looks like up close. So I just had to get him. I'm planning on collecting more of the game reverse Spider-Man with Miles Morales. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button and that bell so that you be notified to when I upload more videos in the future. But thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy this video. See ya.
I just heard my spine pop. The wonderful feeling. Oh, it was so good.
A whole lot of y'all in here. What's happening? Y'all all right? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Where we at tonight? Westerville, right? That's what it is?
Yeah.
Every day is a new place. You never know what's happening in Westerville. It's good to see you. Here's how this is going to go. I am going to basically just tell y'all the story. I know everybody got their books. You got all kinds of things about, it goes a long way down, and Spider-Man, etc., etc., etc. We'll get to all that in the Q&A. I'd rather just share a moment with you. If y'all came for something formal, you came to the wrong place. You see, I got my good clothes on for you. Sometimes I talk to my mother before these presentations. My mom was like, "Do people really be showing up?" I'm like, people really be coming out here. She's like, "To see you." And, eating ramen noodles, like a lot of people. Ramen noodles are delicious, right? It's funny, right? Because we call them ramen noodles now, but I remember when I was growing up, we called them oodles and noodles. Then they were ramen noodles, cup of noodles, right? Even though it ain't no O in cup of noodles. Y'all ever know that? When you look at the cup, you just say cup noodles, right? I really like ramen noodles. Ramen noodles, you go to the store, ramen noodles cost 10 cents a pack. My older brother would go put $1 down, we'd get 10 packs of ramen noodles. My brother would give me 5 and tell me hold them for dinner. Take the other 5 and crunch them up in a bag and eat them raw like potato chip. What you know about it? What you know about when you get home to make your ramen noodles and your mother not home? You pretend like you really a chef. So you got all the seasonings out the cabinet. Little seasons, little Lowry's, right? Little oregano, whatever that is, right? Hot sauce. Kool-Aid kids.
Yes.
You should go and get quarter packs. Quarter pack is a single pack of Kool-Aid. It came in a little pouch. Get to the house, my older brother would say, Jay, let's make the Kool-Aid. You go get the picture out the cabinet. Now my mother has the same picture that your mother got and your grandmother got. It's light blue, got a white top, plastic. I don't know why we all have the same picture. I feel like the picture company made $1 billion, clearly, right? Go get the picture. My brother says, Jay, put the Kool-Aid in the picture and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the sugar. My brother would go across the kitchen, get the 5-pack bag of Domino sugar, come back over to me, and I'm a little boy. My brother got 8 years on me, so I'm like, little boy, and he'd say, Jay, hold the sugar. So I'd hold the bag of sugar, and it's heavy, and he'd say, Jay, don't drop it. I said, big bro, I'm not gonna drop it. And he'd say, now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stand next to you, and I'm gonna put my hand under the bag, and I'm gonna help you tip the bag so that we can pour the sugar into the Kool-Aid. And I said, okay, big bro, sounds good. He said, the only rule is, you can't stop till I tell you to stop. And I said, okay, big bro, whatever you say. So he's standing next to me and I'm holding the bag of sugar and he put his hand under the bag and we tipped the bag and the sugar would start pouring into the picture and it's pouring 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 and it's pouring, right? And I'm like, yo, that's a whole lot of sugar. And then I look at my brother and he look at me, but he don't say nothing. So I'm like, whatever. And the sugar continues to pour and pour, and then eventually I'm like, yo, big bro, you think maybe that's enough sugar? And he's like, nah, a little bit more. And we put a whole bag of sugar into a pitcher. Now, I'm sure there's some of y'all who are like, oh, some of y'all are like, word, that's how you make it. That's the recipe, right? So much sugar that when you stir it up, it sounds like sand scraping the side of the pitcher, right? And then you take the leftover Kool-Aid and you take it outside, you give it to all your friends in the neighborhood, especially your homegirls, and they use it to dye their hair with. So all the girls in my neighborhood had red hair, blue hair, purple hair, and it was all good until the rain came, and then it'd be Kool-Aid all over their faces and all over their clothes. We were the kids who would walk around the corner to my homeboy's house, and they were on welfare. They used to have the welfare peanut butter. Now some of y'all know this, some of y'all don't. Welfare peanut butter used to come in a white can, had a little peanut on the side of it. You would peel back a plastic lid, peel back a piece of aluminum, and there'd be 2 inches of grease sitting on top of the peanut butter. And you gotta get your mother's wooden spoon, always a wooden spoon, and you gotta stir it up. And you stir it up, and you stir it up, and it'd be thick like cement, like glue. And you pull it out, and you spread it on the bread, and it'd be so thick that it would rip the bread apart. So you can never have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you just gotta ball it up and eat peanut butter and jelly nuggets for snack. Me and that same kid used to sit on the roof of his house in the middle of the night, look up at the stars and dream about what we were gonna be when we grew up. We grew up in a neighborhood with old people, where old ladies with saggy stockings kept palms in the visors of their cars. Old men in brown suits, cigarettes tucked behind their ears, pockets full of change, and a fistful of peanuts at all times. We grew up knowing that our family members were struggling with addiction. This is the 1980s. In the early 90s, and for the adults in the room, you know what time it is. You remember this. You were living in any American city in the 1980s or the early 90s. All of our cities were torn apart by the crack epidemic. It's a very real thing. And we knew, all of us knew, that our family members were addicted. We were fully aware of what was going on with Cousin Shorty. Fully aware of what was happening to our uncles and our aunties. Watching them become addicted, becoming zombies in front of our faces. So it's interesting if you're coming from a community and you're coming from a culture where you're watching all these things happen, the good and the bad, the peanut butter and the Kool-Aid and the ramen noodles and the drug addiction and the gangs and the hustlers. And then you get to school every day and your teacher looks at you and says, we would like you to read Moby Dick. Remember you laugh. Remember you laugh when your child comes home and says they don't want to read. Right? See, it makes sense when you frame it. It makes sense when you put it in context. So of course, as a young man, I'm like, what I look like reading a book about some man chasing a whale? Oh, Jason, you have to read it. This is a book, it's classic, it's part of our curriculum. You gotta know this kind of stuff. And I'm like, listen, I've never seen a whale before. I've never seen a boat before. Does the man on this boat eat ramen noodles? And the teacher says, no, Jason, there's no ramen noodles. Well, then I don't think I should have to read this. Oh, Jason, we want you to read Lord of the Flies. I know Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
I know the young people are like, I don't know, what is this book? Young folks, y'all know Hunger Games? Well, then you know Lord of the Flies. There you go. There you go, right? That's how literature works, by the way. Jason, we want you to read Lord of the Flies, and I'd say, I'm not reading Lord of the Flies because I know too many people who live on that island. I know too many young people fighting for their lives every single day. I've watched my mother fight for her life to keep our family afloat. I'm not interested in reading a book that this man I know for a fact is going to get wrong. I'm not reading it. Oh, Jason, we want you to read To Kill a Mockingbird. Young folks, I know y'all done read To Kill a Mockingbird, and if you haven't, it's coming. To Kill a Mockingbird, Atticus Finch, right? I say, miss, I'm not reading To Kill a Mockingbird because I don't know no Atticus Finches. Them people don't really exist. And does Scout drink Kool-Aid? No. Does Scout eat this peanut butter? No. How come though nobody in none of the stories y'all want us to read or ever talk about the kind of sneakers they wear and don't nobody wear shoes in these stories? Well, Jason, that's not the point. The point is we want you to build a relationship with literature. And I say, what I look like building a relationship with something that clearly don't want no relationship with me? How come though none of these books look like me? They don't walk and talk like me. Their families ain't my family. Their neighborhoods ain't my neighborhood. They don't care about what I care about. How could you expect me to want to be involved in these pages when these pages could care less about my life? They don't even know I exist, apparently. And so I say, I'm not going to read nothing. And I don't read any books until I'm almost 18 years old, 17 and a half years old. So the question is, how is it possible that a kid who read no books grew up to be a man who writes books for kids? And the answer is actually pretty simple. The answer is rap music. Let me tell y'all something. I will always be an advocate for rap music. I'm always going to be proud and love it, be unashamed, no matter how complicated, no matter how problematic it can be. Rap music saved my life. It saved an entire generation. You see, it's for kids like me, we find it really funny and honestly a little disrespectful when somebody comes up to me and says, Jason, I want to talk to you because I just want to say that I've never experienced anything as good as Hamilton. Which is so funny. It's so funny. Because if you were a black kid growing up back then everybody said our music was going to be the death of a generation. See, now everybody's like, this is the greatest, this is really brilliant. You don't say, right? You don't say. For kids like us, the rappers were telling our stories. I always say rappers were the YA authors of my generation. They look like us and they talk like us. They're connected directly to our experiences, our struggles, our victories. And they did it with so much flavor. So we were like, look, I'm going to go ahead and connect to them. I don't know what these people, I don't know about Harper Lee. I don't know about William Golding. I don't know about Melville. I don't know if that's for me. But Tupac connects to me. Slick Rick, there's something about the way he's singing these words that's a little different. Right? KRS-One, Public Enemy, NW. This is what I want to do. I think I like this stuff over here. So I say, I'm not going to get down with these books, but I'm going to figure out how to get down with this music. Right? And you got to understand, young people, this is a long time ago when rap music was only supposed to be around for 5 years. You were never supposed to even have it. They said it would be gone. They said it was a trend, a fad. They said it wasn't even music. Do you know that you cannot win a Grammy for being a rapper? It was not recognized by the Grammys as actual music. Did you know that you had to listen to it on the radio in 1 hour slots? Did you know that BET back in the day used to play the news? Did you?
I did not know
We've
that.
come a long way. The internet did not exist. What? No YouTube, no cell phones, none of that, unless you had like $1 billion, right? None of that existed. And every day we get home from school, turn on the news, and there'd be some old person in a steamroller rolling over our cassette tapes saying rap music was going to be the death of a generation. Imagine. Oh, you Hamilton lovers. Rap music was going to be the death of a generation, they said. They said the music was too vulgar. We said, you think rap music is vulgar? You should come holler at my mother. Then you'll hear vulgarity. They say the music was too violent. We say, you think rap music is violent? You should come to some of our communities. You see, for kids like us, rap music was honest. It made it clear that we could no longer be ignored. They were megaphoning our existence out into the world. You could no longer peek over the fence and say, look at them acting like animals. Now you had to accept the fact that we were human beings with families and fears and futures. We wanted the same things everybody else wanted. The rappers were making that clear in a way that made everybody uncomfortable but us. So, I gotta figure out how to get my hands on some rap music. And the only person I knew who had any was my older brother. Now, if any of y'all got older brothers or older sisters, y'all know that these are the pettiest people on earth. It's like, you ever just wonder like, yo, why are you so mad at me for being born? Like I had something to do with it. Be mad at your mother, you know what I'm saying? My brother was no different. Used to always be like, hey, yo, Jay, I'm telling you right now, you come in my room and you touch my rap tapes, I swear I'm gonna box you up. And I'm like, bro, nobody wanna touch your stupid rap tapes. And in my mind, I'm like, man, I really want to listen to all the music, right? And so I save up my lunch money and I walk down to the music store. In our neighborhood, it was called, at that point, it was called The Wiz. Then it became Sam Goody, with the old heads in the room. Walking in there, I got my money, and I say, mister, I know rap music costs like $8 and I got $5, but there gotta be something on sale. And the guy looks over, he digs through this little crate thing, and he says, look man, all I got is this album right here, it's called Black Rain. It's by this lady, her name Queen Latifah. Now, let me tell y'all something, young people. I don't know what you know about Queen Latifah, but if you don't know nothing, that's your assignment for this evening. If you're a teacher in here, you should assign some of this stuff. I think it'd be interesting for them to go back and see what music sounded like in 1988, right? How powerful and feminist Latifah was. How the same conversations we having today, she was having back then as a 17-year-old person who owned her own record label, her own company, her own publishing company, her own production company. She was a young and the only to this day woman mogul in rap music. That's American history.
Yes, it is.
Right? So when he gives me the tape, I'm like, this is the greatest day of my life, because we all love Queen Latifah, which is also interesting, this whole weird, like, bifurcated way of thinking about music, like, oh, if you're a girl, then you only rap for girls, and if you're a boy, then that means I'm rocking with you, right? Back then, we all loved Latifah. Man, woman, boy, girl, we were all like Latifah the best. Latifah, light, salt, pepper, this is what it is, right? All the adults like, if you are a young person, put your hand in the air if you know what a Walkman is. If you're in school, put your hand in the air if you know what a Walkman is. All right. Who knows what a Walkman is well enough to say it out loud? I give you $50 right on the spot. You know what it is? You ready? You ready? All right. I'm going to call on you in the gray hoodie. Ready? What's a Walkman? Yeah, he got the belt clip on. My man said, hey, so look. I don't have no money for you, Chief. Hey, look, you can't do everything for money. And here's the thing, young brother. At some point in your life, you're going to be hustled. So you might as well be hustled by me first for the safe space. But you are correct. But you are right, my man. So you got bragging rights. You're right. A Walkman, a rectangular box this big. You open it up and you play cassette tapes and it got a headphone jack, put your headphones on, and like you said, which I'm proud of the detail, they always had a belt clip, because in the 1980s and 90s, we thought it was cool to clip everything we owned to our belts for strange time, right? My brother has a Walkman. My brother's not home. So little brothers and little sisters in the room, y'all already know what time it is. I go in this room, and it always goes the same, right? You go in the room, you say, all right, I came in here to get this thing. Then you get in the room and you say, I mean, I'm already in here, so I just well look around, right? And you start opening up drawers. Next thing you know, you're laying flat on your stomach, swiping under the bed, because you know it's something under there that ain't supposed to be there, and you want to find it, not so that you can take it, but so that you can use it against them, you know, so you can say, like, you better stop talking to me crazy before I go tell mom what you got in drawer number 2, you know what I mean? Now, I get my brother's Walkman, I run back to my room, and I'm so excited, I'm like, yes, this is it. I listen to my tape, yo, and then I realize I have no idea how I'm gonna get my rap tape open. Young people, you will never know the struggle of opening up a cassette tape. But ask the adults around you, it was, like, let me tell you something. It was only wrapped in a single piece of plastic. But it was like space plastic, right? It was like, let me break it down so that y'all understand what I'm saying. So for the young folks in the room, you know how when you go to the store and you get a new pair of scissors and they come in that weird plastic case, you know what I'm talking about? The next thing you know, you go home with your mother kitchen knife, right? You're sawing it, trying to figure out how to, you're like, man, if only I had some scissors to get these scissors. That's what it was like. That's what it was like. So 45 minutes go by, I finally get the tape open. I put the tape in the Walkman, I push play, and then I pull out what used to be called the liner notes. Oh, young folks. I was with my little brother 6 months ago. We were watching the BET Awards. My youngest brother is 17. So we were watching the BET Awards, and Lil Pump was on there jumping around doing Gucci Gang, right? Young people, y'all know the song, you know the song, right? Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. All right? And I look at my little brother as he's sitting there like, you know, he in it, right? And I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, if y'all had liner notes, because liner notes is where all the lyrics were, right? They printed the lyrics on the liner notes. I'm like, if y'all had liner notes, bro, I'm like, we'll be reading this damn song, and it would just say like, Gucci Gang 5,000 times. Like, what, but they would just say Gucci Gang X 5,000, right? So anyway, I pulled a line of notes out, I unfold it, Queen Latifah starts rapping, and I start reading along. She's rapping, I'm reading, she's rapping, I'm reading. And when the album is all over, I go back and I read those lyrics all over again, and I realize for the first time that Queen Latifah, Tupac, Biggie, J. Nas, Rakim, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, KRS that they were all writing poetry. They were poets. No teacher, no counselor, no parent, no coach. No one ever told me that these young people were poets. They all said that the music they were making would be the death of a generation. What they should have said was that these were 16-year-old geniuses telling their stories through verse in their own voices, in their own way. You see, Queen Latifah's Ladies First is the exact same poem as Maya Angelou's Phenomenal Woman. Friends in the neighborhood, to gun violence, to gang violence, to drunk driving. I'm 14, 15, 16 years old, putting my neighborhood homeboys in the ground. My brother is dealing with addiction issues and depression issues, and I'm like, hold on, big bro, we gonna make it because I got these Queen Latifah poems. My mother is dealing with the alcohol, trying to keep it together, and the depression, trying to keep it together. And the doctor says she got cancer now, but she might not make it. And I'm like, it's all right, Mom, we're gonna be all right because I got these Queen Latifah poems. And police officers are being police officers in our neighborhood. And everybody keeps saying it ain't happening. But it's all right, y'all. I got these Queen Latifah poems. We gonna be all right. And then I graduate from high school. And I get to college. And I'm so happy to be there. Because my mother only wanted one thing for her children, that's for us to get a college degree, because it took her 12 years to get hers. That was our freedom, she said. So here I am in school, so happy to have this opportunity, but what I never took into consideration was that I still hadn't read any books. And the first class you take is English. I'm not going to belabor the point. Didn't even come close. I failed the class, right? I was unprepared. I was sitting in the classroom looking around, my friends and my classmates raising their hands, answering questions about the Iliad and the Odyssey, and me sitting there like, how in the world do they know this? Right? Not my experience. I failed the class and I got to call my mother to tell her the news. And for the young people in here, either you've already done this, or you will have to make this phone call when something bad happens and you got to break the news. This is how that conversation is going to go. My mother says hello, and then you say, what you doing? And if you're a mother in the room, you're like, And my mother says, oh, you know, nothing seeing you watching Family Feud. That's her thing. You like to root for the black family, you feel me? Gotta take your victories where you can get them. Oh, man. I hope that one ain't make y'all uncomfortable. If you are uncomfortable, just remember Hamilton, right? And she's like, oh, I'm at home watching Family Feud. And then I say, you had a good day? Because you want to take a temperature, right? You want to make sure, you want to see how bad the yelling is going to be, right? She said, yeah, I had a pretty good day. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry to hear that because it's getting ready to take a terrible turn in about 2 seconds. She said, well, Jason, what's up? I said, well, I got to tell you 2 things real quick, then I got to go. She said, what's up? I said, the first thing I want you to know is that my English teacher, the one I was telling you about, she a hater. The second thing I want you to know, because it's never our fault, the second thing I want you to know is that my report card is coming in the mail, and when it comes in the mail, you're going to open it up, even though it ain't addressed to you. You're going to open it up, and when you open it up, you're going to see some things, and one of the things you're going to see is going to look a little bit like an F, but I don't want you to think about it like an F. I want you to think about it like an opportunity for your son to do better in school. You already know how that went. Second semester, I gotta take this class all over again, and I'm feeling good, you know, new year, new me. I walk up in the classroom ready to do better, right? Get there and realize I got the same professor. So I'm like, oh no, right? And because I still haven't read any books, because I didn't take care of my business when I was your age, because I'm unprepared for university, I failed the class twice. And this time, the university put me on academic probation, and they're threatening to kick me out of college simply because I haven't read any books. Imagine that. And this time I go to the professor and say, Miss, can I have a word with you? We step outside. I say, listen, my mother said honesty is the best policy, so I feel like I should be honest with you. And the truth is, I don't really like you. You don't really like me. I don't want to take this class a 3rd time, and I know you don't want me in this class a 3rd time, so I feel like we should come to some kind of compromise. She folds her arms and says, Jason, I'm going to tell you the truth. She said, the truth is, you're absolutely right. I don't like you. And I never want to see you again. Be careful how you talk to your teachers. And I never want to see you again. And then, brace yourselves if you are a teacher. And then, she gave me a passing grade. Now, I know there's some young man, and there's always a young man, sitting in this room like, what? Like, wait, what did he say? What's the formula? First you gotta say, can I have a word with you? But take it from me, young brother. Ain't no hookups when it comes to your education. Ain't no favors when it comes to schooling. As a matter of fact, I've traveled the world, and what I know now is that schooling is a favor. Right? Ain't no shortcuts. Ain't no skipping steps. Never trust the teacher who's trying to hook you up. Because here I am thinking that she was hooking me up until I found out that she was setting me up because the class that she was pushing me on to was Shakespeare. And I still haven't read any books. I sit in the back of class and raise my hand. Professor Ted Lymore, I'll never forget this. Raise my hand, I'm like, oh, mister, I feel like I shouldn't have to take this class. He said, why is that? I said, because, I've already fulfilled my foreign language requirements. I only know how to speak English. Shakespeare don't speak English. I'm not sure what you want me to do. He's like, no, Shakespeare is speaking English. I'm like, bro, I've been speaking English my whole life. I know you're a professor, and that means you're supposed to be smart or whatever, but I've been speaking English, right? I just never sounded like Shakespeare. I don't know these, no thous. The only thou I know is this thou. I don't know what you want me to do, right? But I respected him. I respected him because I felt like if he understood Shakespeare, then he must be a genius. And if he's a genius, then clearly he gotta know that I'm a genius too. This is who I was at that age. So I walk up to him and I say, yo, mister, you like this Shakespeare stuff? It's alright or whatever. But if you think it's good, wait till you get a load of these Queen Latifah poems I've been working on for the last 10 years, right? So I give him the poems, and he's like, all right, Jason, I'm gonna read your poem. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, if you read these poems, you'll be like, wow, right? And you can be like, this kid is so brilliant. He should teach this class, man. Teacher says, okay, I'll read your poems. And I say, you're welcome. A week later, I get an email. Back in the day when email was brand new, it took 45 minutes to get online. Like, sound like your computer was going to explode, right? And Because if your mama picked up the phone,
Yep. You ain't getting
it would
it.
have the nerve to kick you offline and tell you goodbye with the sound of a slamming door. And people are like, what's he talking about? That's not a joke. That is a fact.
That really happened.
And so I get online, and it says, Dear Jason, I read your poems. And I'm like, yeah, so far so good. And the second line says, and I think your poetry is terrible. And I'm like my man, really? And I'm like, wow. Apparently this university only hires haters. That's crazy. I should call my older brother and tell him he could be a college professor because he's a hater too. The next teacher I had was the man that changed my life. His name was Gene Jarrett. He saw me struggling in school and he knew that I wasn't going to make it. So he said, look, you're going to have to start reading. It was an African-American literature class. He said, you're going to have to start reading something. He gave me a book. It was called Black Boy by Richard Wright. He said, just read the first 5 pages. If you like it, you can stop. I mean, if you like it, you can keep going. If you don't like it, you can stop. I said, all right, I can do that. And if you've ever read this book, you know what happens in the second page. Young Richard Wright sets the curtains on fire and burns his mother's house down. And I was like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. And then excitement, drama, entertainment. I didn't hate reading, I hated to be bored. You don't hate reading, you hate being, I get it. But now, I'm wide open, so I go back and I read all the books I was supposed to read when I was younger. To Kill a Mockingbird, Of Mice and Men, A Lesson Before Dying, Bluest Eye, Color Purple. And on and on and on. Turns out most of them are actually pretty good. It's graduation day and I'm sitting on stage. I'm so happy to be getting out of college. I can't believe I made it. I was a mediocre student at best. And I'm sitting there, my family's coming in the door. And the man who was giving the speech says, if you're getting a degree in English, you will be a teacher. You might even be a lawyer, but there's a good chance you'll never be a writer. And I'm sitting there, my family's excited because it's a big deal for the whole family. And I'm like, wow, this poor dude, he don't even know he's standing right next to Queen Latifah. That's crazy. So I get off the stage, I walk over to my mother and say, Mom, I love you so much, but I gotta go. You gotta go where? I gotta go prove this man that I'm never gonna see again wrong. But where you gonna go? I'm going to Brooklyn, New York. Why Brooklyn, New York? I said, rap music. I moved right to the neighborhood of my favorite rappers because all we knew about New York City. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, the home of Biggie, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes. Here I am in their hood. I got a trash bag full of sneakers. No job, no money, no plan. And 6 months later, in a story too long to tell you tonight, I end up landing a big-time publishing contract with a big-time publisher, HarperCollins, who gonna publish my Queen Latifah poems, Mama, I Need It.
Yes.
I'm 21 years old. Now, I know some of you are like, wait a minute, I thought he was a new author. This is my 15th year in this industry. 15. So for the young folks who want to know how to make it, you gotta be patient. It took me 10 years for anyone to know my name. Right? 10 years. So here I am. I got my deal, and this is the part of the talk where adults and teachers and parents and everybody gets a little uncomfortable, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. Because they ain't my parents. They ain't do nothing to me. What I wish somebody would have told me was that I could do this for a living. You see, where I grew up, we didn't know any authors. There were no school visits. Judy Blume ain't never come to our neighborhoods. That was not a thing, right? Would have been nice to see Ramona Quimby. Would have been cool to put a face to the name, you see what I'm saying? Dr. Seuss was still living, where was he? Right? That was not a thing. You all are very fortunate. Not a thing. So because that was not a thing, how was I supposed to know I could grow up and do it for a living? So I had no clue that they were going to pay me. Let me tell y'all something. I go to the mailbox one day, open up the mailbox in Brooklyn, check in the mail. And I about died. Opened it up like you do in the movie with the Holy Grail box, right? One little tear. And if you grew up where I grew up, you always look behind you because you feel like somebody setting you up, right? You always like, no, this is anybody else. One of those situations. And then I did what any of you would do if you were me. I went shopping. I bought everything. My mother always said, I can't spend $75 on no Jordans. By the way, if you got a pair of Jordans, thank your parents. That's how much they used to cost. I can't spend $75 on no sneakers. So I go to the mall, get everything I want. Take all my New York friends out to dinner. We go to Red Lobster. Because where I grew up, Red Lobster was the fanciest restaurant we'd ever heard of. And the crazy thing was, we had been to Red Lobster, but we always went to get unlimited shrimp and biscuits. On this night, I was like, guys, guess what we gonna get at Red Lobster? What we gonna eat, Jake? We getting lobster. We getting lobster. We had never had lobster before. We always thought lobster was rich people food. I remember when the lobster came to my table, I'm looking at it like, bro, they got a shot. I think they forgot to cook the lobster. They killed it, but they didn't cook it. But my man who was with me, who had lobster before, he was like, no, dummy, you gotta take the shell off of it. I take the shell off, I take a bite. I'm like, bro, lobster don't even taste like nothing. Rich people don't like flavor. He's like, nah. He's like, you gotta put the butter sauce on it. So I take the butter on it, and I'm like, take the bite. I'm like, bro, it just tastes like butter. We could have just ordered butter. And I could have saved money, right? But whatever, right? We have a lobster feast, and I pay for it. Then I call my mother, and I say, Mom, I love you so much, and you sacrificed your life for me and my brother, and now I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna pay your bills. And my mother said, first of all, any of y'all who got first of all mothers, you already know what it is. I know my children. Is this legal money? Come on. Yeah, it's legal. Not only is it legal money, it's Latifah money. I told you we was going to be rich and famous. Now we rich and famous. She said, okay, pay the bills. So I pay the bills. And all the money's gone. Publishing company calls me and says, congratulations on your book deal. Your book will be out in 2 years. And I said, what you mean? They said, your book will be out in 2 years. And I said, I heard you the first time, but like, you know, what you mean? They said, we gave you enough money to last you for 2 years. Oh. And then I said, what you mean? Right? Little money was gone in 2 weeks. Back to the peanut butter, back to the ramen noodles, back to the tuna fish. Whatever we had to do to survive. I became a middle school teacher for a moment. Can you imagine? Became a high school teacher for a moment. Even worse. Worked in bookstores and coffee shops. I was a social worker for a year. Did all these jobs I had to do to make ends, work for NPR and radio. Whatever I had to do to make ends meet. And eventually my book did come out, but the day it came out, I feel like the day it came out, America went into what we now know as the recession. Lucky me. Nobody had any money to buy the book, and publishing companies all over New York crumbled. And here I am thinking like, oh, what in the world am I supposed to do now? I sold 6 copies probably. I think my mom bought 4. Such a sweet lady. I lose my job, I lose my home. I'm couch surfing, doing whatever I gotta do to make ends meet, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do next. I take a job in a clothing store, which is where I worked for almost a decade. This is where I've been working right now. This didn't work out for me. And one day, after quitting writing, because I quit after that, I figured maybe this ain't for me. I'm working in a clothing store, and my homeboy came to visit. His name is Christopher Myers. His father is a legendary writer in our industry named Walter Dean Myers. Oh, wow. Chris walked in the store. He said, yo, Jay, I ain't seen you in a while, bro. What you working on? And I said, oh, I quit writing a long time ago. He said, come on, man, just give it one more shot. I said, man, they didn't care about what I had to say when I was a kid. They don't care about what I had to say as an adult. Maybe my Queen Latifah days is just over. He said, oh, maybe you spent your whole life trying to be Queen Latifah. I wonder what it would be like if you wrote as yourself, just for a while. Open up a notebook and write your own story in your own voice. See what happens. Break all the rules they taught you in school. See what happens. So I opened up a notebook at the clothing store, sitting at the cash register, and started to scribble a story about my older brother. Some of the silly things we did as kids. And it became a book called When I Was the Greatest. My life started to change a little bit. And then I wrote a story about what it felt like to lose so many family members and some of my friends when I was young. It became a story called Born in a Black Suit. And my life started to change a little more. I wrote about going down south in the summertime and spending those summers with my blind grandfather, who had a house on top of a hill, and the yellow house behind his house with a tree growing through it. And it became a story called As Brave as You. I wrote about my homeboy who lived around the corner from me. When he was young, how his mom's boyfriend tried to shoot him and his mother, and they ran, they hid in the store. It became a book called Ghost. I wrote about what it felt like to lose one of our dear friends, Randall Duncan, and how angry we were, and how we knew in that moment that we too could take a life. An anger that we had never known, but were very clear about in that moment, how his mother blocked the door and begged us to let it go, how the neighborhood rules and the way that we were raised made it so that there were expectations of how we were supposed to retaliate. And it became a story called Long Way Down. Wrote about the police officers, about the time they pulled us out of the car and had us face down in the middle of the street in our own neighborhood running the yellow light. About how we never even knew that was wrong. How we thought that that's the way we were supposed to be treated because it's the way we always were. It became a book called All American Boys. You get the point. It can go on and on and on. These are my stories, my friends, my family, my experiences, my friends' experiences, our lives wrapped up into these pages. So even though these events are supposed to be for me, perpetuating and promoting reading and writing, for the young people in the room, please don't be like me, read and write. Right? There's far more important things to let you know. And this is what those things are. And this is the end of it. We're going to get out of it. Where we're going to do questions. Everybody outside these walls for the rest of your lives, and adults you can co-sign, I know y'all know this. Everybody outside these walls for the rest of your lives are going to try to convince you that who you are ain't it. For the rest of your life, right? We call them haters. Truth is, they just humans. For the rest of your life, there are going to be people who try to convince you that who you naturally are ain't good enough. You come from the wrong neighborhood, the wrong state, the wrong city, the wrong family. You pray to the wrong God. You speak the wrong language, wrong kind of English, wrong kind of Spanish. Your hair too long, too short. It's covered, it's uncovered. You got on the wrong kind of shoes, wrong kind of clothes. Where your Jordans at? You got braces, you got glasses, It's always going to be something too big, too small. Wrong friends. You play the right kind of sport. You a nerd, you a geek, you a jock, you a dummy. You in sped ed, you a resource. You always at ISS, you got an IEP. It's always going to be something. And the truth of the matter is that if I listen to them, then I don't get to stand here. The greatest gift you could give yourself is yourself. Don't ever forget it. And everything that makes them mad, makes you magic. I want y'all to love my stories, but not nearly as much as I want you to love your own. You hear me?